Okay, let us start. Anybody has a question? No one? अरे भाई कोई तो पूछो.
Sir,
Yeah, go ahead.
where hello, an option where dot with using tables and but
I'm not able to understand anything you are saying, unfortunately.
hello, sir.
Yeah,
Am I
now I can
audible?
hear you. Yes.
You should put a dot where to put that dot.
Can you hold on a minute? Can anybody else hear him? Or is he cutting for everybody?
Yes, sir, his voice is cutting.
Yeah, यार सुनाई नहीं दे रहा भाई. कुछ भी समझ में नहीं आ रहा. Can you type it? I can see it on Teams now if you want to type it. Type your question. हेलो. व्हाट इज़ योर नेम? कौन दोबारा बोलना, कौन बोल रहा था?
Gopal,
गोपाल गुप्ता. Are you using
yes,
Wi-Fi?
sir.
If you are using Wi-Fi, can you move closer to your
Yes.
router? And if you are not using Wi-Fi, then maybe somewhere your signal is good. Or somebody else can ask a question till now. Till then, you can just type it in, okay? And I'll see. I'll answer your question, okay? Anybody else? अरे शर्माओ मत यार. मैं रोज अपनी बेइज्जती कराता हूँ.
Sir,
तुम
sir,
लोग भी करा
question
लो थोड़ी
3
बहुत.
point, sir, question 3.35. Is there any other way of doing this?
क्वेश्चन 3.35 क्या है जो मैंने तुमसे बोला था?
Yes, sir.
ये तो चीटिंग हो गई यार. हैं? Let me open it up. इसको गीला करके लाओ थोड़ा सा. गीला करके ले आओ उसे थोड़ा सा. ठीक है. थैंक यू. मम्मी से क्या देना अगर ज़रूरत पड़े तो. So the question is that the probability that a state is occupied at EC plus KT. Okay. So a probability that the state is occupied at this state is equal to the probability that a state is empty at not EC plus, yeah, EC plus KT is equal to EV minus KT. Okay, that is the so these two probabilities are equal. Okay, so now you could do what? इसको सॉल्व करो और हमें निकालना क्या है? EF. ठीक है, EF is a function of EV and EC. So if you look at the solutions, Sanjeev actually made the solutions. He is the TA for our course. He made the solutions. He assumed that EF is equal to EC plus EV by 2, and then he said, "Ki bhai, I have proven this." So that was not really the intent of this particular question. The intent of this question was you do not know anything about EF. Okay, you have no idea where EF is. So you start from this equation and then solve for the value of EF. Okay, that was the intent of this particular question. So if you do that, so you have 1 over 1 plus exponential E minus EF over KT. ठीक है, what will be the value of E here? E की वैल्यू क्या होगी संजीव?
Sir, EC plus
KT, yeah. So here E will be EC plus KT minus EF. Okay, this is equal to 1 minus 1 over this 1 plus exponential EV minus KT minus EF over KT. ठीक है? So if you solve for this particular equation, what are you going to get? अगर तुम दोनों साइड को सॉल्व करोगे तो क्या मिलेगा? दोनों साइड को सॉल्व करोगे तो तुम्हें क्या मिल जाएगा? EF एज अ फंक्शन ऑफ EC एंड EV मिल जाएगा ना, एंड KT if that appears or no? होगा या नहीं होगा? Let us try.
yes sir.
बाकी लोगों ने कैसे किया? ऐसे किया था? Anybody who has done it correctly
Yes,
and they
sir.
want to?
Yes, sir, like this one. Yeah.
Okay. ठीक है. Anybody else has a question?
Sir, could you please explain the difference between state and energy level?
State and energy level. स्टेट हो गया घर और एनर्जी लेवल हो गया हाइट अबव द सी लेवल. अगर तुम मसूरी जाते हो, मसूरी में जाके देखते हो कि भाई क्या कहते हैं कितने लोग एक पर्टिकुलर हाइट पे रह रहे हैं. ठीक है, सो इफ़ यू गो टू मसूरी एंड इफ़ यू फाइंड आउट दैट देर आर 100 पीपल लिविंग एट 100 people at height, let us say 2001 meters. Okay, तो 100 लोग एटलीस्ट वहाँ पर, assuming that everybody lives in a house and everybody has their own room, so at least 100 rooms must be present there. So that 100 rooms is your energy levels. Okay, so let us say 100 rooms. So sorry, 2001 meters is your energy level, 100 is your states. Okay, and if 50 people are living there, then 50 is your number of electrons. Is that okay, or do I need to make myself a little more clear?
Sir, okay.
Huh?
Okay, sir, okay.
Okay. Anybody else?
So question number 4.32.
4.32. Hold on a minute, let me go to the question. I also do not have a physical copy of the book. I have to. Four point 3.1.
So 3.2.
3.2. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So in that question is It said that Boltzmann approximation is valid and just the temperature is given. So just using the temperature, like how can we find out N0 and P0?
क्यों नहीं भाई? इसमें बता दिया ना, that the Fermi level should be at least 3 kT below your donor level. Okay, and as you yeah, go ahead.
So sir, it says that approximation is valid. So बस वो 3 kT ही ले लेंगे, मतलब क्योंकि 3 kT से ऊपर तो कोई भी arbitrary value हो सकती है. हम क्या बेस को लेके सॉल्व करेंगे कि 3 kT?
नहीं 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 नहीं, आपको समझ में नहीं आ रही है बात ये है, ये if it is closer than 3 kT, okay, if your EF is closer than 3 kT to EC, then your Boltzmann approximation is no longer valid. The best possible scenario where Boltzmann the place where you have the maximum concentration and Boltzmann concentration being valid, both of them are true when your difference is exactly 3 kT. Okay, if it becomes smaller than 3 kT, then what is going to happen? Boltzmann approximation is no longer going to be valid. Okay, and for n to be larger, if your electron concentration to be larger, you want your Fermi level to be as close to conduction band as possible. So what is the best possible scenario for our concentration to be maximum and our Boltzmann approximation to be still be valid? What is that?
3 kT. The difference
Yeah.
is 3 kT.
Yeah. Okay, so there is no arbitrary value. We do not choose an arbitrary value. We want to find out the maximum possible value of n where Boltzmann approximation is still valid. Boltzmann approximation is valid when your EF is still valid when your EC minus EF is greater than 3 kT. So you can assume that 3 kT is the minimum value where Boltzmann approximation is going to be valid. So you will use that to find out the value of n0 and similarly the value of P0. Okay?
Okay, sir.
Anybody else?
हेलो सर.
Yeah?
सर वो गोपाल का नेट में थोड़ा दिक्कत थी तो मैं आपको कन्वे कर रहा हूँ उसका क्वेश्चन.
Yeah, go ahead.
His question was कि can you please confirm the significance of using dot while using octave? He is not sure about it, that whether it has any relation with vector or not. मतलब particular dot operation is for vector or not.
हाँ तो मैं बताता हूँ. See, for matrices to be multiplied, okay, so your vector is just a special kind of matrix. Okay, so everything that happens in octave is multiplication of matrices, means all the operations happen as matrices. So if you have two vectors, let us say that you have two vectors 1 2 3 4, okay, and another vector which is of the same size 4 5 6 7. Okay, let us say you have two vectors. Okay, so if you just use the multiplication sign, okay, if you just use the multiplication sign, what is octave going to do? I don't know what octave does, but in an ideal scenario, what if you multiply these two matrices, what should you get? रुद्राक्ष तुम ही उसके behalf पे आंसर कर दो. Assuming that you are Gopal for this particular discussion. Yeah.
Sir, matrix multiplication will be there. Like we will do matrix multiplication.
We can't multiply these two matrices, okay? Because for matrices to be multiplied,
yeah,
okay. For matrices to be multiplied, m cross n should you can multiply two matrices where m cross n and n cross p. Okay, the number of columns, m is the row, no? M is row, yeah. Number of columns on the first matrix should be equal to the number of rows on the second matrix. Okay, so which is not the case here. But there we have one very good thing. What is the good thing? That the size of the two matrices is exactly the same. If the size of the two matrices is exactly the same, we can do one more operation which is not usually defined, but we can do it. What is that? We can multiply each of these terms. Okay, so by putting that dot here, एक डॉट हमने पहले लगा दिया और ये स्टार लगा दिया, इसका मतलब क्या है रुद्राक्ष? What are we doing here?
Sir, element wise multiplication.
Yeah, element wise multiplication. That was the significance of using dot. Sometimes it is very useful for when we are doing mathematical calculations in matrices. We are not actually doing matrix data structure is not really very useful here, but we are using it because that is the way octave works. So and which makes our life simple also. So we are not essentially using them as matrices, but we are using them as an array. Okay. Array is written as a matrix in Octave, so therefore we have to use this particular dot. So we do not have to write the whole loop. If we were to do this thing in, let us say, Java or C, then you would have to write the loop for multiplying each of these terms. Whereas in Octave you can use this dot, which is doing effectively the same thing, that it is going through each individual term and multiplying and writing this as a product of these two. Okay, what is the product of these two? So it is going to be 4, 10, 18 and 28. Is that okay? Is he clear? Rudraksh, can you call him and ask him?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I will let you know after confirming.
Okay. Anybody else has a question?
Sir, can you give an example of how to plot a piecewise function like in Octave?
अरे मेरे भाई यार, विवेक जी यार तुम्हारी आवाज़ सही नहीं आती है यार.
सर सर
हाँ अब आ रही है बढ़िया. तुम पता नहीं क्या करते हो ऐसा जादू कि दो अलग अलग आदमी सुनाई देते हैं.
सर हेडफोन यूज कर रहा था पहले.
अच्छा.
हाँ सर मतलब
हाँ तुम्हारे हेडफोन के माइक की क्वालिटी अच्छी नहीं है, इसलिए ख़राब आती है.
हाँ सर.
चलो.
हाँ सर.
So hold on. Are you doing that on your laptop or your phone?
सर लैपटॉप.
So you can actually choose your microphone. Okay, change the default microphone from laptop in settings, in the audio settings. No, next time onwards you can change that permanently.
Okay.
Okay, choose that as your default.
Okay sir.
Okay, go ahead.
सर मतलब ऑक्टेव में सर पीस वाइज फंक्शन अगर प्लॉट करना है तो सर एक तो होल्ड ऑन फंक्शन का यूज करके कर सकते हैं कि एक ग्राफ प्लॉट हो जाए फिर होल्ड ऑन लगा के वापस से मतलब दूसरा ग्राफ प्लॉट कर सकते हैं. सर उसको फंक्शन से भी करते हैं. तो सर फंक्शन का एग्जांपल दे सकते हैं क्या, क्योंकि मैंने ऑनलाइन बहुत मतलब सर्च किया पर कुछ कॉन्क्रीट मिला नहीं. जैसे कि मैटलैब का बहुत सारा रिसोर्स मिल रहा था पर इसका मिला नहीं कुछ.
कोई बात नहीं, मैटलैब को यूज कर लो, वो सेम चीज चल जाएगी यहाँ पे. ठीक है.
ठीक है.
It is the same thing. So if you are not getting anything for Octave, just search for MATLAB. Okay, and you will get your answer.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. If you still have a problem, you can ask me next time. Okay.
Okay sir.
Hello.
Yeah, Rudraksh.
हाँ सर, it was clear. मतलब इसको clear
Okay,
हो गया.
great. Thank you. Anybody else?
सर एक चीज मुझे पूछनी थी.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like मतलब when we are doing this मतलब यही वाला dot operation on vectors. So
Yeah.
like I was doing some मतलब complex, like I have to multiply x vector with 2 and then add 3 to it, like 2x plus 3 on every element.
Okay.
So I was doing 2 dot मतलब x dot star 2 plus 3. So some
No.
error was-
No. That is not. This dot works only when the two matrices on the left and right hand side are exactly the same size. Okay. So if you want to do a multiplication by a constant over, let us say you want to multiply this particular vector by 2. Okay. And then you will just do 2 star this, and you will get your result is going to be. If you do 2 star this, your result is going to be 2, 4, 6 and 8. Okay, you just have to do this. Okay, star stands for a multiplication. Okay, in a normal matrix, when you say 2a, if a is your matrix, 2a means that you are multiplying each of the terms of a by 2. So that exactly holds here also. Okay.
Okay.
That dot can only be used when you're both the left hand side means on around the operator. I'm talking about the operator. Left side of the operator and the right side of the operator have the same size.
Okay. And sir, in case I have to write a function y equal to x square plus x, so
Yeah.
मतलब I was doing x dot star x plus x. So मतलब ऐसा कुछ हो रहा था कि मतलब वो शायद पहले ही उसको स्टोर कर दे रहा था, वहाँ पे x स्क्वायर स्टोर कर रहा था सीधा y में, मतलब x नहीं कर रहा था. तो ऐसा भी कुछ होता है क्या? Like
Yeah, go
मतलब
ahead.
एक ही मतलब sir, I was doing x dot star x, so it will calculate x square first for each
Yeah.
element, and
Yeah.
after that I was adding in the same line plus x.
Yeah.
So it was some error was coming. मतलब वो it was storing x square just x वाला factor ले ही नहीं रहा था, तो फिर मैंने 2 लाइन में करा था उसे.
I
Like
have no
first
idea
I
actually. Maybe you can use brackets. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what the hierarchy of multiplication is. If you would have used brackets, then that would not be a problem.
Okay.
Okay. So define the hierarchy specifically if you are getting an error.
Okay.
Okay. If you use brackets, then you will not have an issue. Okay.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, what happens when the Boltzmann approximation is not valid? That is, when the difference is less than 3 kT. Like, do no electrons not exist there or what?
Electrons what?
Like, I don't know. Like, explain what happens when the Boltzmann approximation is not valid.
There are two things that happen usually. Okay. First thing that your semiconductor is degenerate. Okay. You are no longer the reason for that degeneracy is nothing to do with Boltzmann approximation. That has to do with the place where Boltzmann approximation is valid. When your Fermi level becomes close to your conduction band or valence band, closer than 3 kT, effectively your individual dopant atoms start interacting with each other, and they no longer act as islands which are not means which are independent of each other. They start interacting and they start forming their own energy bands. Okay, so that is one thing, but that has nothing to do with Boltzmann approximation. That has only to do with the physical at the same time when Boltzmann approximation goes out of whack, in that same situation, same place, same condition, you have that your atoms start coming, the dopant atoms start coming close to each other and start interacting with each other. So that causes your what? Yeah, your non-degeneracy factor to go out of whack. Okay, so that happens and you start forming bands. So that is one thing. Second thing that happens when your Boltzmann approximation is no longer valid is that all your equations that you had written down for n0 p0, okay, the equation that we had written down, n0 is equal to nc exponential minus ec minus ef over kt, this equation is no longer valid. Okay, why is this no longer valid? Because we applied Boltzmann approximation to get this particular equation. Okay, so this particular equation is no longer valid. So all that we are doing, np is equal to ni, n0 p0 is equal to ni squared, all these things are dependent on everything that we have done in this course almost, okay, is dependent on Boltzmann approximation, because the integration itself does not happen. Okay, you cannot do a closed form expression if you do not apply Boltzmann approximation. So you will not get these equations. You have to numerically solve for it. I am going to give you an assignment. I was thinking about it yesterday. I am going to give you an assignment where you will compare the two results. You will apply the Boltzmann approximation and find the result, and without applying the Boltzmann approximation, from Fermi-Dirac first principle, calculate your n0 p0. Okay.
So, sir, basically bands are formed in that region between the intrinsic and the donor or acceptor level.
That has nothing to do with Boltzmann approximation. Please understand that. Even if that is happening, that has nothing to do with Boltzmann approximation. It just so happens that when the places where Boltzmann approximation is not valid, at those places we also see something called as degeneracy. Okay, so please understand that has nothing to do with Boltzmann approximation. So we have so this is your EC. Let us say we are talking only about EC and EV. Initially we have each individual dopant level, okay, which are not interacting with each other. Now when you start increasing the concentration, let us say you bring them closer together, okay, they no longer, we already have discussed that when two atoms come close to each other, they no longer act as independent energy levels, but they start interacting with each other. Once they start interacting with each other, you will see that instead of this being like this, you will start forming bands. Okay, you will start forming bands. Okay, so that is the main issue. Okay, so you no longer can apply all these. Here we are assuming that each dopant is contributing one electron to our system. Okay, once you form these kind of bands, and depending on the position of your Fermi level, it will no longer be the case that each electron is contributing, each atom is contributing one electron. It will usually be less than that. Okay, you will not have full ionization. What another thing that happens once you form these bands, you also have what is going to happen to your Fermi level if you keep on increasing your ND? Tanya?
Sir, it will decrease.
It
Like-
will?
Shift down.
No. If you are increasing your doping, your Fermi level will become closer and closer to your conduction band.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so as it is becoming closer and closer to your conduction band, what is happening to the probability of this state being filled? The states in your dopant level. If your Fermi, please understand that if your Fermi level, if your if your originally, or let us forget about that there is a band forming. Even if we do not have a band forming, okay, let us say that we do not have any bands forming, we just have our individual donor levels. Okay, since our Fermi level is below the donor level, what is the probability that the donor level are filled? It's very small. Okay, if the Fermi level is lower than your donor level. Do you agree?
Yes,
Do you
sir.
agree with that? Now, as your Fermi level is becoming closer and closer to your donor level, what is happening? The probability that your donor level is filled is becoming higher and higher. Okay, and once it crosses this, let us say the Fermi level is just at the donor level. Let us say that it is just at the donor level. What is going to happen in that case? What will be the probability of your state being filled?
1.
क्या होगा? क्या होगी?
1.
नहीं, 1 नहीं. सोचो. What is the probability of a state being filled
NC.
at Fermi level?
NC.
No. What is the probability? We define the definition. Means that is how we define Fermi level. Let Tanya speak. Go ahead now. You remember the definition of Fermi level? What is the probability? इसमें फंक्शन में डाल दो फर्मी फंक्शन में ई को ई एफ डाल दोगे तो क्या आता है? ई एफ माइनस ई एफ इज 0, 1 plus 1 1 by 2. Okay, so the probability of a state being filled here is 1 by 2. So if your doping was 10 to power let us say 15 or 18, okay, so only half of the states will be empty which are required for n to be created. Okay, so only half of the states will be empty, half will be filled. So if your doping is 10 to power 18, your electron concentration is going to be 10 to power 17 into 5. Okay, only half of 10 to power 18. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
So you'll no longer have complete ionization of your dopants. So that is another issue. Once you start violating your Boltzmann approximation, we are not actually violating the Boltzmann approximation. We are violating the fact that EC minus EF is greater than 3 kT. Okay, that is all we are violating. Okay, this is what we are violating. So that causes both our degeneracy and complete ionization and Boltzmann approximation to be no longer valid.
Thank you.
Anybody else has a question?
हेलो
Yeah.
सर, वो जो आपने 3.35 डिस्कस किया था,
हाँ.
तो सर उसमें तो सॉल्व करके सीधे EF EC प्लस EV बाई 2 आ रहा है. मीन्स अगर उसको इक्वेट करेंगे जो आपने लिखा है,
हाँ, तो ये तो आना चाहिए.
तो मतलब अच्छा सही है ना? ठीक है.
हाँ.
ओके सर. सर और ये एक और चीज पूछनी थी कि जो क्विजेज होंगे वो बिना बताए होंगे या बता के होंगे?
दोनों टाइप के होंगे. Or if you are actually we used to have quizzes of this Moodle, these Moodle based quizzes even in our regular classes. So people would bring their phones. So you can, if you have a problem of hanging of your laptops, please use your phones to, if you are obviously having laptop and phone separately, then please use your phones to do the Moodle quizzes if you are worried about my laptop might hang. Okay. I'll give you 1 minute. I'll give you 1 minute every time. At least 1 or 2 minutes to set up your Moodle. Okay, if it's a surprise quiz. If I already announced it, then I expect you to be ready with it. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Anybody else?
So, 4.61, question number 4.61.
Hold on. Yeah. Actually, I don't want to answer. I don't want to answer questions based on chapter 4. Okay, let us do that after you attempt them. Okay, I want you to.
सर बस एक जनरल डाउट तानिया
Yeah,
के
go ahead.
क्वेश्चन पे ही देखते हैं
Yeah.
कि सर इसमें एनसी और एनवी बोला है कि दे आर वैरिंग टी स्क्वायर के फॉर्मेट में, तो
Yeah.
सर इस हिसाब से तो बोल्ट्जमैन कांस्टेंट वायलेटेड है क्योंकि हमने बोल्ट्जमैन कांस्टेंट यूज करके एनसी निकाला था, एनसी और एनवी, और तब हम वो प्रोपोर्शनल टू टी की पावर 3/2 आए थे.
Okay.
तो अब ये सिंस दे आर वैरिंग टी की पावर, मतलब टी की पावर 2 के टर्म्स में वैरी कर रहे हैं, तो इस हिसाब से मतलब हमने इनिशियली बोल्ट्जमैन कांस्टेंट का अप्रोक्सीमेशन नहीं लिया होगा, तभी एनसी और एनसी मतलब एनवी की वैल्यू टी स्क्वायर के प्रोपोर्शनल आई होगी.
Don't go that far. If that is required, I don't know whether that is required or not. Don't go that far. You can assume your Boltzmann approximation to be valid. Okay, if that is required. Okay, don't worry about it. This is just a hypothetical question anyway. Okay. Anybody else? Not from chapter 4. There is a method to my madness. Okay, it is not arbitrary that I ask you to do problems before I discuss them. Okay, that puts a little more pressure on your brains, and I think that pressure is good. If you do it, अगर मैं आके कर दूँ फिर तुम जो है मेरे हिसाब से ही करोगे, तुम अपने हिसाब से क्वेश्चन करो और तुम देखोगे वो सही है या गलत है. Okay, don't do it according to me. Okay, do it on your own, and most of the times your method is going to be better than my method anyway. So don't worry about what I am doing. Okay, as long as you are applying the right principles, your answer is also not that important. The principles should be accurate. Okay, sometimes book also makes mistakes, so don't worry about it. Okay. So for question number ये जो भी था 3.35 or whatever it was, please do not follow the solutions from the book, from my solution that I have given you on Moodle. Please use this method. Okay, the Moodle method is not correct. Anybody else? नहीं? चलो ठीक है. Okay, thank you. We'll continue on Wednesday. Bye bye.